Welcome to the doTERRA Essential Oil Show. In today's episode, we're grounding ourselves with one of doTERRA's most favorite blends, Balance. Known as the grounding blend, Balance is a powerful combination of tree oils and roots designed to bring a sense of calm, stability, and inner peace.
We are going to explore what's inside this aromatic blend and the many ways you can make it part of your daily routine. Balance is here to help you find your center.
Let's get started. First, I just want to say we were really hoping that today would be like the most lovely sunny day, and it's, spring is in the air and it's so gloomy, and so what a bummer. But we thought we'd bring the outside in with the florals.
Ooh,
and
we got some cheer right here in the bottle, right?
Yes. So today we have Dr. Nicole Stevens with us. We're so happy to have you.
So glad to be here.
Thank you for being here and for sharing your knowledge and your experience. And we're just going to completely unpack Balance essential oil.
Yes. One of my absolute favorites.
Is it?
Yes. This is one of the ones that I can remember using most regularly.
Same.
Clear back when. Like I've been using it for years. And
From the beginning, I feel like Balance just came on the scene and we all fell in love instantly. Yeah.
And my babies were little at that point, and I remember they would sometimes have, stress moments. Like, you're 5, you shouldn't be stressed yet.
Yeah.
But they were, and the balance on their little feet, or rubbed in the hands and smelled at nighttime. It was almost magical.
Yeah.
I gotta say, it was just,
we were really big on putting it on our kids' wrists and neck when they were little. So
yeah, it was miraculous.
Yeah.
Right. That was the time I was still fairly new in essential oil science, and I didn't know at that point what the amazing chemistry was of this essential oil, but that's what we're going to talk about a little bit today.
Yes.
Because it's really fun.
Let's jump right into that. Let's talk about the botanical, the makeup of this essential oil.
So one of the things I really love about this blend is that it's so unique in its mixture of different essential oils in there. This is something that really hadn't been on the market up to that point, right? Because you've got your woods, right? You've got spruce and hoe wood, and then you've got resin. You've got this frankincense that kind of underpins everything with a really, really heavy tree aroma, which is so grounding. Then you've got flowers too.
Yes,
Who would have
I
ever
was
thought
just
of putting those
noticing that.
together? But the blue tansy, the blue chamomile, the osmanthus, these give the blend this beautiful lightness and brightness that otherwise, you might not have if you were just doing roots and trees, which are great.
Yeah.
But they can get a little bit very strong and heavy. We needed something that was going to make this just synergistically come alive.
It does feel light to me because a lot of times I'm not naturally drawn to the woods and the roots. Those feel really, really they're so helpful, but they feel heavy when I smell
Very
them.
grounded,
Yeah, but this one feels just so light and almost refreshing,
Yes.
and subtle. There's a subtlety to it.
Yes. And here's the really cool thing about it, and I didn't know this when I was originally, using the Balance blend and loving it, but the hoe wood in there, it's the same plant genus as cinnamon.
Oh, really?
Their chemistry is so different. We don't really connect the two. But cinnamon, Cinnamomum zeylanicum, and hoe wood is Cinnamomum camphora. So it's two plants kind of really closely related, but so different in their chemistry that they really behave differently.
Yeah.
It's just kind of the whole picture.
It seems like it's the one that brings it all together.
Yes.
The
And you've got those
calming
flowers in there, right? The blue tansy, the blue chamomile, these blue flowers are so interesting to me, right? Because the flowers themselves, they're white, and the oil they make is blue. And it's this alchemy, this sort of chemical magic that happens when we're doing the distillation.
Oh, really?
One of the chemicals in those flowers, as they're being distilled, takes on this beautiful blue color and becomes chemagiline, which is the blue that we see in these flowers.
It transforms.
It does.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Because lots of times I get blue tansy mixed with blue lotus. Is that, yeah.
Yeah.
And so sometimes I'm like, oh, it's just a blue flower. This is wild that it transforms in the process.
Yes. Where the blue lotus oil isn't actually blue, these actually are blue oils. You put them on your skin.
Yeah.
And when we were first working with these oils in the lab, we were a little nervous. We thought, are we going to turn everybody into Smurfs?
Yeah.
Because you put it on your skin and it's blue for a minute. And then it just soaks in beautifully. Your body knows what to do with it. It's not something that's just the synthetic that you're dyeing your skin with, but it's a wonderful component of this essential oil.
Amazing. Fantastic. Do we want to get into the chemistry?
Oh, definitely. So yeah, that chemagiline I think is one of the really cool pieces of the chemistry of the Balance essential oil. And then of course you've got the pinene from your frankincense. Frankincense.
Frankincense. I mean, come
We
on.
love frankincense.
Yeah.
It's good in everything. It's amazing essential oil. But that pinene that's in the frankincense, that is very, it takes our bodies back, I think, clear back in our evolution to where we lived in the forest. Our body recognizes that constituent
Oh.
and it knows what to do with it. And it's a signal. They've done studies, the forest bathing studies you've probably heard about.
Yes.
Anything related to frankincense kind of goes back to that idea of forest bathing. We're giving our bodies the signals that it needs to better perform in its environment.
That's amazing. Just kind of like resets a little bit.
It's well named, this blend, because it really does, all the chemistry of it really does help.
What about the biochemical makeup of this?
So
how does
yeah.
it affect us?
That's kind of where that chemistry and the biology really come together and intersect. And there was an interesting study that was done back in 2018. And now here's what I need to do.
That's amazing. I love that because we're around, I mean, I can only imagine how much you're around oils, but just here at work, we're around oils all the time. We're constantly smelling. It's so interesting to think what it's actually doing to my body in the moment.
Yes.
I love knowing that information.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Are there any fun, did we cover everything you wanted to cover there?
I think so.
Okay.
I mean, it's really just the point that you bring up about receiving those signals.
Yeah.
Most people don't think about that, right? We live in these cages of glass and cement and carpet and synthetics. When was the last time we actually went into nature, put our skin onto the trunk of a tree or put our feet into the grass? We're so disconnected from what we used to be.
People call grounding.
Right. Grounding, forest bathing, things like that. These are kind of trendy buzzwords, but this is how our people and our species used to live.
Mm-hmm.
And when our bodies don't get those signals, that's the time when we start to be disconnected. When our bodies start to know, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. I'm not getting the signals I need. So all these essential oils, the balance, the frankincense, the blue tansy, all these things that our ancestors would have come into contact with regularly, we now are too.
So great that we've got it in a bottle.
In a bottle.
In a bottle right here.
Easy to throw on your diffuser and throw into a massage. And one of my absolutely favorite ways to use it is in the Aroma Touch hand technique. Right?
Oh, yes.
It's not, sometimes it's hard to kind of, strip down, do a full aroma touch on somebody. But with a hand technique, you can do it anytime, anywhere. I'll do it with my kids before bedtime. It's one of the ways that we are not only helping them ground and center, but that touch.
The physical touch,
right?
that's
the
what I was just
connection
thinking.
is just magical.
And also just like you're caring and you're focusing on them and there's like a love being transferred. There's so much happening there with the hand technique. That's great. Do you have any fun facts about balance?
This one, yes, we have some cool fun facts.
Okay.
So, of course, it's popular among yoga instructors, aromatherapists, because of its amazing aroma. But it's also becoming increasingly popular in places you might not expect, like dentist offices, schools,
That makes
hospitals.
sense. Wait, pause. You're going too fast. You're going too
Sorry.
fast. The dentist office makes perfect sense.
Can you imagine?
Because you're so like just, I feel like, well, at least I am.
Well, and everything around you is synthetic and a little bit scary. And there's, the smell of disinfectant in your nose and all these instruments coming at you. It's a lot for your body to handle.
It's a lot. Okay, so you said dental office. I didn't hear anything past that. Go over the list again.
Schools.
Okay, schools.
Yeah,
makes
we've
sense.
had a couple of schools that have talked to us and said, our students get stressed out. And this is one of the ways that we've said, well, if it's allowed through your school district, diffuse balance. Because it's really well liked by students. It's one of the very popular aromas.
Yeah.
Most people don't hate it.
Yeah.
So, and they've found
It's not jarring. I feel like it doesn't like punch you in the face.
so gentle.
Yeah.
And we found, no publications yet, but we found some of the school districts coming back to us and saying they have less absenteeism, and they've had students report that they're just kind of happier all around.
So great.
What a simple and beautiful way to help kids also get in touch with kind of that inner self and help them be more centered and balanced.
That's so great. I remember you sharing a tip about peppermint, that when you would like do homework or with your kids, you would put peppermint. I feel like balance would be a really great option with children doing like homework at home. Let's talk about uses. How do we use this? And let's do like basic, like if no one's really used balance, how would you suggest they should use it?
Put it in a diffuser if you've got one. So easy. You throw it in there, turn your diffuser on, let the aroma fill the room. honestly, yesterday I was walking through one of the buildings here in doTERRA, and they had a combination of balance and citrus bloom.
You could tell
Oh
just by
my
smelling.
gosh. Well,
It would be fun to walk with
Be
you
like,
through the
"What was
office, and you could be like, I know what's in that.
I
know what's in that."
smelled it and I smelled the balance, but I couldn't pin down what the other one was. And so I went and asked. It was at one of our reception desks, and they told me that combination. I had never tried that combination myself.
Oh, fun.
So if you haven't tried balance with some of our other amazing blends, this is something that it seems to go so well with so many other things.
Yeah.
Like I've put it together with Serenity, fantastic. I put it together with Breathe, amazing.
Yeah.
Because, sometimes my kids will need that little bit of extra support at night.
Yeah, yeah.
And those two together are a fantastic combination. So
Great.
diffuser, you do your hand massage. You can rub it in your hands and smell it. My kids call that a little scent tent.
That's what we do. Yeah.
Or on your wrist. Scent tent.
Oh, cute. Scent tent. I love it.
Makes a great personal fragrance too. Behind the ears, on the wrists. You're kind of becoming a human diffuser for
Yeah,
yourself and
yeah.
everybody around you. So
And it's an easy one to grab. Like once you really implement it into your own routine or your family's routine, it's so easy to just snag, throw it on real quick. It's not like you're wandering down the hall and people can smell you, really strong. And so I feel like it's easy to use. Yeah.
it's a very gentle
So
aroma, but it lasts a long time on your skin too. You can put it on in the morning, and then even by lunchtime still you can smell this beautiful aroma coming off your skin. So it's a great.
Wow. Well, thank you for sharing all of this about balance. Once again, I feel like I say this every time I interview you. I'm so excited to use this oil a little bit more in my life. Thank you so much for being here.
I love chatting with you. Thank you so much for having me.
We hope today's episode helped you feel a little bit more grounded and connected. Balance is more than just a blend. It's an invitation to slow down, to breathe deeply, and to return to yourself. Thanks for spending time with us. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. And if you know someone who could use a little bit more balance in their life, share this with them too. Also, drop a comment or a review. We'd love to know how you're using this oil. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.